I said, man, we trying. I said we was having technical difficulties, but we back again. So this time it looked like all the checks is there. So I don't have to go to my phone. I don't have to look at my phone. I don't have to worry worry about what's going on my phone. You feel me? I could say play. You know, it'll let me go in or whatever. But yeah, I did want to because I get a lot of mail. People call me all the time about all kind of stuff. So I did want to talk about the latest people that have been calling this the election and all that type of stuff because I did that voting with the homies, the Crip and Blood, because I organized that the Crips and Bloods to do the voting. So one of the parties reached out and got at me. So I can't tell nobody who to vote for, but I know who I'm not voting for. I'm not happy right now. I'm not happy with either party. No party makes me happy. So it's on you what you're gonna do, how you gonna do it. But I see that everybody is reaching out trying to do their best because if you don't know, come 2024, I hope it ain't no more. But being stoked for sure because there's going to be a lot of changes. So if you're not keeping up with the changes, I suggest that you read a newspaper or something like that and try to get involved. You know, but um, it's a trip when stuff like that happen. They like, yeah, not you organized the voting thing. So they basically like, okay, this dude right here, he know what's up. Let's get at him. So some of the people call me, you know, um, it wasn't really about no money, and I'm like, huh, I ain't, what you talking about? Like, man, I don't do nothing for free. I don't. And they talk about compensation in different type of ways, but just to be honest, neither one of the parties is that I'm happy with. So it's cool, but the one dude is gonna eventually. Money is what's bringing him his thing around. Him getting all hitting people back with these checks, with these monies that drove the ghetto crazy. So if he get to telling people, yeah, man, there's gonna be some more checks coming around, vote for me. You already know what that's gonna do. You already know how the generation goes flow, which they already thinking that anyway. They already thinking, hey man, it's gonna be some more money coming around if we put dude back in office. So, and I ain't gonna say that ain't true, and I ain't gonna say that it ain't is not true. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's on that dude mind. But it's definitely a change is gonna hit your household, gonna hit your block, gonna hit your family, gonna hit your church, gonna hit your everything. You know what I'm saying? So you just better be ready. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay ready, man. Because you never know what's gonna happen because it's gonna be neck for neck out here. You know, but I can't tell you who to go vote for. I can't tell you where, how to go spend your vote or whatever. The only thing I can tell you is that I'm not happy with the party that's presently in control, whoever it is. Whoever call themselves in control of the House, whoever is the president, whoever, I don't know. Somebody is not doing what they supposed to do. So I'm not happy with neither one of them at the present moment. But I can tell you this. I have a question for because people ask me who all the time because everybody make they great debates about this person, that person, um, who doing this and who doing that. This is my question. Go back 50 years. From 50 years to present day, who has the longest record of incarceration years among blacks? Is it them or is it them? That's a question that I want to know. So I did research on that. So you find out your answer and you let me know which party has the longest conviction rate of years of incarceration amongst black people. So basically, who been in office over the last 50 years and got more motherfuckers locked up than the other dude? If you answer that question, that should that should probably answer, some of your questions. Rolando, you feel me? Joe Biden wrote the 94. Yeah, whatever party he represent, they stretch. You can't lie about that. They stretch the homies out. And the parents, everybody out here, parents voted for the dude. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in all that. Once you say something racist and forget, because he did this and that. Nah, man, I don't do that. So my question is this: which party has the longest incarceration years under their rule or in office or whatever you're talking about? From 50 years ago to present day, who has the longest, you know what I'm saying, under their watch, with or without Congress? I'm just talking about y'all in the House, y'all running the House, because I don't know how the Congress and all the other stuff, the vetoing and all that type of stuff. That's something that you need to find out, though. But I do want to know this because I did the research on some of this stuff. So this is what I'm saying. Who then put my people in jail the longest? It's somebody. And that person, whoever they represent, whatever unit, whatever blue, red, whatever, I'm good on y'all, because you got my people in there. You know what I'm saying? So let me know about that. That'll answer that's a $1 million question right there. That's something for you to think about. Say, man, which party is it the Republican Party or is it the Democrat Party that has the longest years of incarceration for black folks? Period. I don't care about no age bracket, none of that. I'm talking just across the board. From 50 years ago to this present day. Who did that? Who got that? You feel me? Who that is? I need to know that. Do your research. Let me know about that. That is a good question, man. Who has the longest? Who has the longest incarceration rate for black people, man? Who? What? 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 What people? But I didn't want to come. It's a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? That we was gonna come on there and talk about. But that was definitely one of the things right there when it comes to voting. Because it's coming back around. Because I was surprised when they hit me. You know, it's somebody thinking on their feet, man. Because I guess whatever party that was that called, you feel me? They kind of nervous, man. They trying to see what's happening, and they basically was like, "Yeah, you organized, woo woo. We just want to commend you, this and that. That was woo woo, this and that. So we just want to let the vote. But who you doing this for? What's your agenda?" They're like, you know. So I'm like, man, y'all sound like y'all trying to get the people to vote this way. I don't know, but you know, they definitely handling their business. Whoever it is, you know, they reaching out like, you know, that's a little influence I assume they think about. Like, you know, because when you look at history, that has never been done before. That was the first time that Bloods and Crips stood together and made a public awareness about voting. That has never been done before. It's never been done before. I did that. You feel me? With the help of Professor Damu and um, um, Pastor experience, Christian ministry experience, uh, played a big part in that, getting the news out there and all that. Pastor Shep, Pastor Shep played a wonderful part in helping getting the news media out there to cover that and um, go out and vote, get the Bloods and Crips. Because you just think about it, all you, all way out here, everybody out here tripping out. What if you get out and go vote? That's gonna make a big difference wherever they at. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make a big difference. So, you know, you got to take advantage of that, man. But I can't tell you who to go vote for. I can't tell you what to do. You're gonna have to make that decision on your own. But um, I will tell you to get out and go vote for somebody. I'm not voting for probably. I don't know. I can't tell you that. You know, I because I'm displeased by both of them. You know, I'm displeased by both of them. No, I can look back over the years and tell you how displeased I am up until present day with pretty much both parties, because nothing has ever affected me in any kind of way, you know. So, all you got to do is look around and just see what's going on. I don't you the black people, what their problem is this: we don't have no problem with nothing. We just adjust and adapt to any and everything. And people really need to really think about that and say, man, look, we need to do something. If the black people did that, just say, hey, man, listen, we not going to do nothing for nobody until we find out what's going on. Kind of like what Cube said, you know, kind of like what he said, but you definitely need to find out the value of it, because it exists somewhere. Somebody can get some money for it. Say, man, listen, sign the petition, start the petition to say the black vote is the hope. And if your name is on here, you not voting, cut us a check. Everybody that signed this petition across the, listen, man, these I mean people y'all need to give a check to if y'all want us to get out just to vote. You ain't saying who we voting for. We just saying if you want us to participate with the vote, give us something. Give us a check or something, man. Because I'm not voting for nobody that's gonna be putting homies in jail and you know not adding programs. not, the same old, that at some point that's gonna change. But it's, we're gonna have to make a move on that. You know, somebody need to do it again. I don't think I'm gonna be doing it. I don't see myself doing it again this year though, but the Bloods and the Crips really need to be somewhere about 5, 6 thousand deep. And like our vote, our vote, our vote. You feel me? You get enough numbers together, you're gonna get some people to pay attention to you and say, man, listen, what's happening with the crowd over here? You know, they can't do that though. They too busy worrying about snatching chains and going on social media, doing podcasts and trying to blow up and write a lyric and all this and that. You know, generation don't care about none of that. You know how black people is. You got, of course, you got kids, so everybody's influenced. Then when you get to out here in the streets, you feel me? When you become 13, 14, and 15, you start making your decision. And a lot of people go start trying to hang out with the gang or whatever, even if they're not ready for that. They start making a decision, to hang out with the gang. Then you got the ones that don't do the gangs. They start making the decision to go to college, which some of the colleges is falling off. They start making the decision to go to college. Okay, at least that was better than the gang decision. Then you got the people that said, "Man, I can't go to college or nothing. I just need to hit the. I just need to hit the. I just need to hit the. I just hit the work button. 18, 19 to start working." So those are three different kind of same 18, 19 year olds running around right now, and none of them really don't really care about politics like that. But like they said, they vote matter. I never knew that the vote matter like the way they saying is now. As you get older, you find out, yeah, that shit do matter. Matter a whole lot. But you know, that's a whole different bracket. Those are whole three totally different brackets. So you got to figure out who talking to them brackets, who gonna get at them brackets to like vote for me and send it my way. You know what I'm saying? Or hey man, you vote traditionally this way. You know, and what if they held out? All three brackets of them 18-year-olds said, man, we ain't voting for nobody until we find out what our vote is worth. Yeah, it makes sense. I assume it's gonna happen one day. But until then, you know, like they say, if you're gonna vote, vote local. Get rid of some of these mayors and these judges and these prosecutors and DAs and all that, man. That's, if you're gonna participate in anything, you know, that's what you should be looking at. I assume concentrating on that. But I did want to talk about the vote, and I wanted to make sure that I got that in, talk about the voting and all that. But also what's going on social media. The influences. I did a show the other day. People calling me about the show, like, nut, why? Why you talk about the boy like that? Like, no, I didn't talk about the boy like that. I just said, hey man, listen, this dude. I'm just saying the show that they did, Business Insider, with that guy Tyrone White. Your story sounds suspect. That's all I said. If you don't know, the show came out the other day. There was on social media. I guess it got about 700,000 views, 600,000 views in a couple of days. But it was a clip called "How Crime Works," Like, why do I need to know why crime works? Like, I still don't understand the point of that story of what they was trying to say. I really didn't get it. And it was about the dude named Tyrone White. He's supposed to be from Menlo. Now, look, check this out, man. Like I said before, it's certain gangs out here, man, that really, you know what I'm saying? I got a real, you know what I'm saying? Like pepper and salt, man. They go together, man. I'm with the business with these people. I've been in my sickness with these people, and they serious people. So for that dude to say he was from Menlo, I don't know. Maybe his story is true, and you one of those just uniquely fine-tuned people that you could become a police. You know what I'm saying? You could become a police and then go back to the hood and all that, and then go to prison. And obviously never talk about you as a police. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? You know, and say you do robberies, you doing robberies. I assume you had a gun. That's the only thing I can say. What kind of robberies you was doing without a gun. I don't, if you didn't have a gun, I don't know. But you're doing these robberies, and then you go into jail, you go into prison. You said you went to prison. I didn't say you went to prison. You said I went to prison. You say you went to jail in Oklahoma for robberies. You was a police officer in Oklahoma. And after you was a police officer in Oklahoma, you came back to LA. Obviously, the Menlo Hood, that's where you was from, hanging around the same people, and you start doing robberies, which I know the Menlos do, right? I got some homies. Man, we got some people over there to get cracking, homie. So, did you tell on them when you got caught? Because you got caught. I don't. Did you snitch on them? Did you tell on them? I have no idea, man. So, the story, it just sounds so felonious, that it's like, can you if you are you telling me this story, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you want me to believe this? You want me to believe this story. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man, And then you say you was in Oklahoma in 96 and 97 and you didn't know Oklahoma had a gang problem. Like, what? How you didn't know Oklahoma had a gang problem, homie? And you saying you was you said you was a street soldier, you sold drugs, gang banging, you ain't got no tattoos on you, I didn't see. So the story just sound felonious, man. That's all I'm saying. The story just sound real felonious, homie. That's all I'm saying. It just sound real felonious. So, you know, I don't know if you're an actor, they put you up, this is a skit, you know, I you know, I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? But what I do know that it is GAM mental. See that? Disorder. Gang addiction mental disorder. For you to sit in front of this camera and say that you was a police and then you was back robbing, hanging out with you was a crooked cop. Then you said crooked cops. I mean, obviously you was one. You didn't admit to none of that, I assume you was trying to keep your story clean and clear, you feel me? So I don't, listen, I don't, I don't know. I have no idea. But I did have an issue with the guy Tyrone White in Business Insider because I felt that it was leading people on, leading teens on in a different type of way, with the false truths and all this other stuff. Like, why do people keep saying that? Like he said, Crip had this definition. Like, listen, man, it didn't. I don't care who you are, even if you was there. No, it don't mean nothing. When whoever thought of it, whether it's Raymond or Tookie, whoever thought of the word Crip, they didn't say, "Hey man, this is what this means." Well, they didn't do that because it ain't documented. It ain't got nobody saying this is what it is. That was standing there that said Crip mean this. California Resistance Revolution representative independent. They always keep independent, I think, or party. Party is always one. Independent party. No, man, shut up, dummy. Crip don't mean nothing. Look at the people that's representing it. Do you think that? Look at the internet. Do you mean to tell me that this is what Crip mean? Come on, man. It don't mean nothing. It mean the same thing that the dudes who started it. Kids. Ain't no kids started no California Revolutionary Independent Party. No, they ain't did nothing like that. That is not what's happening. They didn't do that. So people need to stop lying. Stop lying. Oh, also, I'm I don't got one now. You feel me? But the next show that I'm going to do. I don't know if it's going to be a recording or whatever though. But I am going to tell you the story of the NC hat. I am part of the board of the North Carolina hat. And I'm going to tell you, this is part of my sickness. This is what happens when you part of this sickness. When that stuff happens, and it lives on and all that type of stuff, um, it becomes whatever. Sewn in the generation after generation. Well, this is another reason for you to add not to gangbang on your list. It doesn't matter what you do for your hood, who you are, or whatever you got going. At some point, you feel me, it could be all bad for you in that particular gang. Now, it's not, like I said, it's not going to happen to everybody. Some people are managing their sickness real good. They living good. They got money, they got property, they got businesses, they got all that. But that's more of an individual type of thing. I always talk about the whole. When you look at the whole of the gang overall, it's not worth it. It's not worth your child saying I'm gonna be from, you know, two P's and a B, Power Brew, Kelly Park, you know what I'm saying? 4-8, 4-6, PBG, wherever, because they all different. But this is not what your child is supposed to do because it is turmoil and all that's going on. So that's why I say no more in 24. No more in 24. Make these dudes turn 18 with a high school diploma, man, before y'all start putting these dudes on. Why? What else do we got to lose? We ain't doing that, Dr. Crip. We put niggas on. What you talking about? And that's why it's a problem right now because of what you just said, because of what you just said, because what would you talk about? And that's why we in the state that we in right now. You feel me? God only gonna let you see the people that he wants you to see, how he throw you out there. I'm supposed to be a hardcore Crip, man, till I die. You feel me? Take pictures, putting on my, you know what I'm saying? My Charlie Brown shirt. I'm supposed to be doing all that till I'm dead. But God said, nah, here, take these 6 and wake up out of that. Because it's unreal. It's not real. What you looking at is false, homie. You know, what you doing is false. Like, yeah, wow. Like they plotted to kill you, homie, or they wanted to kill you, or he wanted to kill you. You know, there's so much going on. I don't even, I don't, you know, you got your own sense. Who gonna pay this dude? How much they gonna pay this dude to get rid of me? I don't know. This sound like some, some dude you wasn't doing nothing in the county. You get out, you got got an N on your chest now. You big and bad, and when you went in, you was broke. You got out, you was broke, but you chain snatcher. You feel me? You know, a little hustling here, trying to come up on your little buckets and cars and moving. Yeah, okay, but you don't want nobody can't check you and all this and that. You ain't even been over here 10 years. Something's wrong with that. But that's the way gang banging is right now. These young dudes don't have no respect for nobody, period. And it's not the old dude's fault because it was never real anyway, you know? So if the respect level has never been there, you know, it's going to continue to 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 keep going down, 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 and down. Where like, huh? Okay, you stay down. You know, you get beat up. You get shot. You know, these little stripes. You've been over here 12 years, whatever, and all of a sudden you just got the keys to the car. Like you just run everything. That's felonious. That's not the way that's supposed to work. If you go by the script, but it's not a real script. Everything is felonious. You know, it said it says Darnell Shaw. I don't know that name. What up, Nut? I'm the cat that asked you in Big Mid's history. I don't know if you spoke it yet. I really dig your platform. I'm a loyal subscriber. Thank you, Darnell Shaw. Um, you know, I don't. It's not he's before me. You know what I'm saying? And our levels is different. You know, but you know, one of the problems that I know that I see is if you do 20 something years, 30 years in prison, I mean, I can see you coming back to your neighborhood because you want to be a part, just your stumping grounds and all this and that. But I will be more focused on my career. You feel me? I would get out, I would have a plan. You know what I'm saying? And I will go to work. You know, I wouldn't be trying to take over the hood. that, I wouldn't. That's not my. That's. I don't think that would be my thing. You know what I'm saying? To to get out and try to take over the hood. You know, like I seen. You know, we like it's about 6 of the homies. They all did that 25, 26. And it's like 4 of them that I got a lot of respect for because they got out and got jobs. Now they hang out, they G homies and all that, but they got out, they got jobs, you know, they creating families, you know. They but got popping up with brand new cars from working, doing everything, you know what I'm saying? They not hustling in the streets and all that. I'm not saying that's what dude is doing though, but you know, it's a lot of people want to take over the hood, and a lot of that stuff could have got you shot, who knows? because because people, they and you know what? All those dudes know each other too, right? From 90, A Trey Hoover, 60s. A lot, all them 28, 29 dudes, they all know each other. And they a lot of them getting out and they talk amongst each other. I just be listening like, damn, he did to 20 something. Like, yeah. Like, what happened to him? Oh, he got out, he beat his bitch up. Oh, he tried to do some serving or rob. Like, damn. Like, niggas really got out and like one of them got killed from A Trey, I they said they shot him, and this dude did all this time, was a G, did the 30 something prison years, and you know what I'm saying, and got out, and one of his homies gunned him down because I guess he was speaking on him or something. But it's that's amazing. But one of my G homies that did the 20 something years, he told me this, and he said, "Nut." He said, "Don't never let none of these niggas tell you that they stay solid for 25, 30 years. Everybody, including me, then done whatever it needed to do to get out, whatever it is that it is. You feel me? Because you got to work your points down to them level twos and all that. Because if you still active and in jail, because you got the homies that's still in there, we still got the knuckleheads that's still in there, they not getting out because they still on the level fours. They've been the ones who parole straight from the level four. Those is the ones right there. They know who they are. You know, they know who they are. Because you got homies that did all kinds of shit. SNY. You know, um, just breaking down, not participating in fights or whatever it is they need to do to get down to where they like, look, man, I'm out of here, So he told me, he said, don't let none of these niggas pump it up like they just nigga, they ain't never life turned down nothing. Oh, yes, you did. Because you wanted to come on. He like, yeah, you wanted to come on. Like, yeah. He said, so don't never let nobody tell you that because it's not true, homie. If you did that 28 and all that and you here right now, this what you did. You feel me? Unless you got released directly from the 4 yard. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, I never looked at it like that. Like, yeah, don't let these niggas pump you up like that. And I was like, yeah. So, them 4, 5 homies that got out and got jobs, good jobs too. I salute them, um, um, for doing what they doing and getting out and they handling their business. Now that's some real man stuff. And they're the same ones that was part of the with the heart program. But you could those is the type of homies that we need on the street. You know what I'm saying? So we got some felonious homies out here. That's I'm back and I want every nickel. You you make $5 in the park. I want my cut. And they want to take back over, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's that's also going to be a head butter with young and old and all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why God, he pick and choose who he want his leaders to be. Like, nut, you didn't had enough. It's time for you to go. Let this weirdo shoot you 6 times. Don't worry about it. You ain't gonna die. You ain't gonna look like you've been shot 6 times. You ain't gonna be walking on crutches. You ain't gonna be. I already walked with a limp because I got shot with a K. That was a long time ago. That's in '94 when we was playing. You know what I'm saying, with the people down the street. Um, you know, don't worry about that. I ain't gonna. You feel me? It's all good. Don't worry about nothing. You still focus. This is what I want you to do. GAMD, and add me to that. So that's exactly what I did. Because this is spiritually recognized and ordained by God to be out there. Uh, so to tell kids the truth, because somebody is going to listen to you. So that's why I got you out here doing it. So don't worry about what's going on. Handle your business, what I'm telling you. That's why you get phone calls like you got today. Like, yeah, well, keep me in contact. Boom. Let me know what's happening with that voting stuff. If you want me to, but I don't work for free, man. Oh no. This is what they said. I said, man, well, I don't work for free, homie. I'm like, man, I don't work I'm like, I don't work for free, man. And he said, "Oh no, Mr. Thomas. We definitely understand that. We just like your approach, the way that you did it, and we was hoping that, coming soon that we can count on you to get out here and get organized and spread the word of getting out the vote." I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, for sure. I got you. Just remember that I don't I don't work for free." He said, "That's crazy how the internet working of gangs work gets so twisted. That's why I never joined, because I couldn't understand how you turn on your own homeboy, but now I understand no real loyalty." Yeah, it's like that. You feel me? Listen, man, let me tell you something. Who you think be doing half these deaths out here, man? Niggas be lying. It's popping back and forth. Yes, it does go down. It's woo woo. But listen, this nigga didn't die because he they did it. You feel me? They did it. They popped him. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. They did it. And it's very rare that you the same way that when they go breaking a house together and they start stuffing on each other, that's the same way it go down when they all get together and they be like, "Hey man, what's up? It was a big lick, man. What's happening? Woo woo." Then the attitudes. Next thing you know, I'm gonna pop. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna kill the old boy. You feel me? That's your homie. That's your homie. But so what? He shouldn't have played with me and my money and none of that. So I'm about to knock him down. But I'm gonna do it the way when it says these dudes down the street came down here and did it. Because that's what they were trying to do to me. They was trying to make it seem like the dudes down the street did it. But I'm bulletproof. How they say 100. But you can't be bulletproof if you don't got God on your side. That's the key. You feel me? If you want to stay, you know, yeah, everything. I can still wiggle. I got my legs. You know what I'm saying? Everything. I work out. I just got to working out earlier today. You know what I'm saying? Everything is good. You feel me? still solid, everything. I'm good. I feel good. I just hate if I catch somebody and I don't like you. That's what I'm working on right now. My sickness. That's part of my sickness that I'm working on. That when if I see somebody, you know, uh, what's gonna happen? Because I'm on the board, I create like once again, I create it's certain rules that I created in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of the no talking. I, that's I'm part of that. I'm part of that. I'm part of that board. You feel me? Uh, and that one particularly is one of them that crossed a lot through the whole neighborhood car. You feel me? Because if we pull up, man, we ain't doing no talking. That's the first thing I say. We ain't doing no talking. But the people that say that and still be talking, you'll hear it. All you gotta do is pay attention. All you gotta do is pay attention. You'll hear people say, I ain't doing no talking and all that. But guess what? You still talking. you know, that just lets you know, what be going on. But yeah, and these rules, was made out of the sickness. And it's that sickness, that came to probably come back and bite you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, it was make believe. It was never real. You know, Gang banging is an illusion. You know, and part of GAMD, and I'm getting it there. I'm telling you, I'm close. I'm talking. I'm talking to a couple of government friends of mine, and they helping me try to organize it to where I can present it. Um, you just got it's about paperwork. That's what it's about. It's just about paperwork. Just getting your paperwork in order. Just like you're trying to do an LLC and all this other type of stuff. Same thing. Just getting your paperwork right. So sooner or later, within the next year or two, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna say, you're gonna be somewhere and it might be on a commercial and you might say, does your child suffer from GAMD, gang addiction mental disorder? Well, cures and classes to help deal with that are available now. Yeah. But you're not gonna need a drug to deal with this is not curable with a drug. You feel me? You can't cure this with a drug. A drug cannot cure gang addiction mental disorder. Let's get that straight. Cures to gang addiction mental disorder: strong family foundation, spiritual awareness, economic development at an early age, education from an early age. You feel me? And love, lots of love. Now inside of that, you have mentors and you got all that other stuff. You feel me? It's time for these kids to have solid choices to where they can say, um, they can have sanctuaries to where they don't have to worry about the pressures of the gang and all that other type of stuff. Because you hear a lot of people, you got the same old story. Oh man, the homies used to, the homies used to, they socked me out. Hey, you know what? It's a rapper from over there. Um, his KB. I want to say, KB the Great, something like that. Um, he, another rapper, you know, he had a situation with the homies, you know, some felonious stuff, you know, but he had one of his records. I'd never be able to say the line, but it was one of the songs that they played it for me that he had. And I thought it was a cool record, but he said, the same people that jumped me, the same people that jumped me now, it's something to him, meaning, you know, like brothers and this and that. And I thought that that was one of the hardest verses and all that. That I was like, but now I take it like, hey man, one of them same dudes could be the same dude that shoot you too later on down the line, you know, for no reason because somebody else put him up to it, or he just don't like you, you know, uh, or he want to get it. Somebody put him in the business, anything, and now you into it with this guy, you know, and you know y'all fight, but at the same token, people are egging it on, you know, and they want you to become they want you to shoot and kill and all that, and that's how homies end up killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Um, but no, it ain't no. It's not no. Definitely in the '90s. I can speak. What I'm talking about is the '90s. Toe up from the flow up. You feel me? Part of that gang. I love it to death. You know, until it almost killed me. And you know, when God touch you, you know what I'm saying? It's like, ooh, you need to go do this. You need to go do that. You feel me? And it don't matter what it is that you trying to do. Once he got you wrapped up, you you're not getting away. So this is what it is. You know, this is me busting on you. Gang addiction mental disorder. Because it's not real. It was never real. I spent it a whole lifetime of waste over there. I didn't get nothing out of it. And it's not nobody from 9-0. Period. Not one person that has created a path of success for anybody else to come down. Not one. Now, that is a true fact. There's no 9-0, period, in the history of 9-0 that laid a positive path for another 9-0 to follow down that path. That's that's a fact. So, you know, and that's what your life was given to, you know. And you got a lot of prideful people, a lot of prideful homies, you know. But again, they're gonna go through their own story though. But I don't want a bunch of niggas sitting around after my funeral, you know, to take pictures, Crip walking, and that's it. You feel me? I want my life to have been meant for something, you know. So I did this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna document it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let you know what it's about. This is the truth right here. This is what you see. This is how you end up. You know, people say that's you, big homie. Woo woo woo. That's your story. That ain't like that for everybody. No, it ain't like that. But you know, like I said, you got individual people that did stuff. You know that made it okay, but you know, it ain't got nothing where you could take, you know, 20 your young homies, and if they can follow that path and build something, don't nobody even got no spots. So you gotta start with the basic stuff. If you ain't, you know, ain't nobody got no spots over there, no, you know, businesses, no nothing. You ain't got no trap spots, no nothing. So that's what that is, man. But look, this is the baseball league. The reason why I keep telling you about the baseball league is because this is the only positive thing that Crips had ever done in the last however many years, man. It's been a long time that they participated in this league and created something for, 5, 6 years, with very few incidents. Few incidents hurt us, brought us back, but it's kind of like from outside individuals, but that's just something we had to deal with. But this is pretty much the most positive thing the Crips have ever done, you know. Uh, so that's Wiz right there. You know, you can see Wiz. So, like I said, we also doing something for Wiz. I'm trying to get Wiz recognized by the city for his contribution to the gang intervention. You know, um, and so I can get that to some of his family, his sister, his wife, and all that. See the kids? That's what it's about right there. Them kids. You feel me? You know, the one smoke. Now, see, I don't know how to do that. I don't know 199. I don't know. I don't know. That's a tag. 199. Super thinks. I don't know what that is. And I gotta learn how to get cracking. My team, we we gotta go. Our team is built. We creators. We're not, you know, we know how to put it together, man. We don't know how to run it. We got to get some of these young dudes in there because I think that's a super scent, a thing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find out about it, man. But the one smoke 90, I appreciate it if you did something for $1.99, man. I appreciate it. But this is what you want on your mantle. Uh, it's how much it cost me to send the super chat. And then what I do, I just said the one smoke 90. I'm supposed to do something else. That's the part I don't really know. Um, but yeah, this right here, you can go to drcrip.com. This is what you want. This is $99.99 for the baseball book, the Crip book. Your daughter, your son could be in here if you was a part of the league. You feel me? They probably in here. We got a lot of families. We got females in here. If you want to see yourself, um, you know, this is what you do. You know what I'm saying? Said, no, you good, OG. He said, it's how much it cost me to send the super chat. Okay, I got you. And but then do what I do. I give a shout out to you for that. That's how that works. Uh, oh yeah, blessings. Though we appreciate the knowledge you spit. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Keep it pushing. I can't do nothing. Listen, man. Let me tell you something. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. When when I was in the hood, let me explain something to you. When I was in the hood, I got certain models, and homies will tell you. I tell you, I don't lie. Now, when I tell you I don't lie, I'm gonna tell you that. Listen, if you ask me a story, about him, her, him, whoever, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth of the story, about the people in the story, about me in the story, however I fit in the story. But what I will not do is lie. I'm not going to embellish this person or downgrade this person or say this person ain't this or say this person ain't that. I keep it 100. Probably a curse for me too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep it 100 with you. So what that does, sometimes it causes fights. It causes, it causes unbalances. You know what I'm saying? It causes, issues that probably was in the past that come back now because people like, hey man, listen, no, you didn't have to woo woo. Like, nah, he asked me a question because he was involved in it. Because he was involved with this guy, something happened, and he wanted my information about the situation, because, we talking about homies that's older, that's on deck. A lot of homies be in jail, you know what I'm saying, and be missing a lot of years. I was just fortunate one of the ones that had a long run on the streets. So my knowledge is it runs deep. It's very knowledgeable about that. So just like I tell you, when I'm finna tell you the story of the NC hat and what NC mean. The 9 O's, myself included, you feel me, are the creators of the NC and Tar Heels, bringing that to the car, the neighborhood car. Everybody got their team logo or whatever. Now, how people take the NC now and they say it's for neighborhood Crip and all that. No, it's not. You feel me? The NY is that. But the NY belongs to the 111s. That's their doing. They did that. And everybody took that and made it, the neighborhood hat. But that belongs to them. You feel me? The creators of that NY hat. They started that, but we started the NC, and it's Big Hike, Hiram, 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 Shakur, Hiram, Shakur, Hiram, Shakur, Big Hike, aka Mr. Switch Wheels. He is the creator of the NC into the 90s. Now, a lot of people are going to try to debate that. Now, let me tell you about this. He said, OG, I got a question for you if you don't mind me asking. I guess, man, but please don't make me have to insult nobody or whatever, because I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? If I can answer it, I would answer it. You know what I'm saying? But, I do my best. But go ahead, ask your question. But Big Hike is the author, he is the creator of bringing the NC hat to the 90s. Now, the people that's going to try to debate that, this is what I got to say to you. Where were you at when you say that's not true? You feel me? Where were you at? And who you are, your name, your rank, all that type of stuff. And I hope that it's not anything on the background because I have to bring all that up when you debate it. But this is the story. Big Hike used to handle his business. South, North Carolina, all that. He got bras out there. He was a man out there. He was the first one to touch down North Carolina. And he came back. This is early, whatever it is, when the NC hat came out. Because at first, we used to wear the ND hats, 9Ds, because we was in search. And this could be a fun fact, too. I personally believe, me personally, now, say you could be wrong, Nut, but it's a small percentage, maybe a small percentage. But the Hoovers were the first ones to have the gang hat thing that represent their hood in South Central. You feel me? Now, if you was doing it somewhere else, and I don't really want to diss nobody's hood, but if you was like a small hood that didn't matter and y'all did it first, but y'all hood don't really matter, you know what I'm saying? When I say don't matter, I mean you don't matter as when you get to the county jails, because this is when you find out what hoods is hood. When you get to the county jail, you either with the A-Trays, you either with the Hoovers, you with the Coases, you with the Watts car, you with the neighborhood car. You don't pick one of these cars, you know? And the West Side deep car, West LA. But a lot of neighborhoods in those brackets always bow down to those cars that I just said. Gangster car, Hoover car, Watts car, East Coast car, neighborhood car. All of the you feel me? Hey man, go take off on them dudes. Y'all need to go take off on them. So those are the cars. You feel me? So if your car's not, solid like that, then you can't really do too much. You can't really do too much talking. You know what I'm saying? So that was our car, the neighborhood car. So we introduced the NC. Now, the Hoovers already had the H-hat. That's a fact. When we still was having ND hats and all that, the Hoovers had already had their hat. They was already wearing the star, the H, and all that. So now we running around trying to figure out, man, we need something. And people was going through, people was picking stuff. We was trying to pick stuff. Nothing wasn't fitting. Hike went to North Carolina. When he came back, he called me to the Hilltop Hotel, motel. You know what I'm talking about on Western. He said, "Nut, come up here. I got something to show you. I want to talk to you about something." Come up there. Mr. Switch Reels, he already, you know what I'm saying? Because he could be, he could, I call him Switch Reels, right? They came up with Switch Reel Records and all. Because he made me dress one day. We were supposed to hike. This is what he did to me, right? We started off. Be like, nah, we got a couple of functions, whatever. We got to be banged up. You know what I'm saying? Ben Davis, Pumas, shirts, whatever, right? Boo, 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 boo. You know what I'm saying? We got to go to the function. So we go to the function. Boo, 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 boo. You know, we on at the function. Now, later on that day, I guess another function popped up or whatever, right? So he like, yeah, no, we're going to go to the other function later. I'm like, okay, for sure. Now, he like, okay, we're gonna hook up without. Now I'm thinking he just make his runs, whatever. He gonna come back, Ben Davis. Now when he come back, he got on a whole new fit. He done went the Timberland vest with the no sleeves, right? with the no sleeves, with the slingshot on underneath, with the jeans, with the Timberlands on, you know, the leg with the Timberland loose. He did with the like the New York style on me, right? And you know, he like real fly, like he don't got no type of gang addiction, mental disorder, or nothing, right? So when he pulled up, like, no, what's up? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, I'm like, and I'm looking and shit. So I still got on the Ben Davis, the Pumas. We get to the function. I'm the only nigga here that's really cripped down like this. You know, my swag is getting me through, but really, like, I don't have to dress like this. I could have. I'm like, hi, man, why you didn't tell me that you was? He was like, nah, you got to know. He like, I switched reels, right? I'm like, hi, why you do me like that? He switched reels on me. He didn't tell me he was changing or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man. I'm like, at least you could have, I could have, you know, only thing I could do is put on some more cologne and shit. That's it. You know, because he done switched everything. Colognes, the whole nine. His whole demeanor did change. I'm like, hi, you didn't have to do me like that, man. He like, nah, you this switch real protected, man. You gotta be ready. You gotta stay ready. I'm like, you killing me, man. You know, just give me a heads up or something, man. That's my guy right there. That is my guy. But Hike is the author and creator of NC into the 90s. That is his. And his alone. Now, a lot of people may try to disagree with that. But like I said, when you disagree with that, let me know who you are, where you was at when the NC hat came out, and what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And what spots did you have? This is very important, man, because we on Western. You know what I'm saying? During this time, so I know who's on Western. You know, and um because you know my shit was already coming out, so I was already a hat guy. You feel me? So that's why he wanted to deal with me. You feel me? Because he like you always, you know, because I've been fresh. You know, I stay with the crowns on. I keep fresh crowns. You know what I'm saying? It's like shoes, you know, gear, whatever. You know, you got people that's the freshest. You know, that names is gonna ring over there all the time, and it's a lot of the same names. You know, it's about 10 of us. You know, at the max. Um, but yeah, he introduced the NC, the everything. Now, how did the NC become the symbol for supposedly almost the neighborhood Crips and all this other stuff? Well, it's a guy by the name of Hot Dog from 46. He was in a wheelchair. He was pretty popular. A lot of people know him. Well, Hot Dog was from 4-6 neighborhood Crip, and that day on whatever they doing down there, blue, gold, whatever colors they was doing, whatever. But Hot Dog is a very, very big fan of the 9-0s. Very, very huge fan, you know. And he used to be down there all the time. You know what I'm saying? All the time. You know, from all the licks he did, you know, the trucks, this lick, that lick, you know what I'm saying? He is constant a figure in the 90s. Even remember when he got the money? People say, y'all don't remember that on real, and was like, we giving this money to a gang member. This national television. I don't have to make this up. This is what he said on national television. You know, because the police tried to kill him and all this other type of stuff. He had to play dead. He told us the story out of his mouth in the white Lexus, brand new, you know. So I don't know what to tell you. This is you know, this is the guy. So during the summer, I don't know, maybe 93, something like that. We were at a party, and could have been a luau. Might have been the luau. Got to remember who was throwing the luau, so you know what I'm talking about. The other homies. And in the luau, Hot Dog is there. Now, you know, he's rich. He was already rich before he got shot. Now he's even richer after he got shot. You feel me? So we see him. And he got on a powder blue sweatsuit, something, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we ain't tripping, you know, everybody partying, woo, woo. We like, and when the homie, we like, damn, dog, you know what I'm saying? You got the colors on, go, woo, woo, woo. He say, oh, no, this mean neighborhood Crip. So we was like, what? So we ain't paying no mind. Everybody party that night, woo, woo. But when we leave, a couple of them like, hey, go, you heard Hot Dog say the NC mean neighborhood Crip, you know what I'm saying? Because he had, I think that sweatsuit he had on was a North Carolina sweatsuit. It was like, yeah, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Woo, but we ain't tripping because everywhere we go, we pushing the narrative with the blue and the NC and everything. And we go to the Dominique have the Dominique is at the Beat right now. She works at the Beat. Dominique the Prima. She is the first DJ from the major radio station to start hosting from Crenshaw Boulevard. She did that first. Nobody else has done that. She is the only person that has done that go live on a major, you know, from Crenshaw. Now they probably didn't done it before, you know what I'm saying? But she was the first one back then to do it. Nobody had done it. And we come down there because all the hood, everybody out, boo, boo, boo. We see Hot Dog again. He got different pot of blue, dark blue NC shirt on. We like, Hot Dog. Woo, woo. Like, he like, oh, nah, cuz this neighborhood Crip, this is what this means. So now we start getting like, nigga, that don't mean neighborhood Crip. What you talking about? That mean NC, like, we brought that woo, woo, woo. He like, no, this mean he like, nah, this be neighborhood Crip. We like, what are you talking about? No, it don't. You know what I'm saying? Stop saying that. You're like, nah, that's what it means, cuz woo woo, right? And you know, he got some of his homies like that wearing it. And we just sitting here tripping. So, you know what I'm saying? So this nigga's a baller, you know what I'm saying? So dealing with this dude is like it's a headache, you know what I'm saying? Because he got the money to go out and really advertise that, yeah, this is neighborhood Crip. So, you know, a few years down the line, we start seeing it like, huh? You know, people start wearing powder blue everywhere. We like, what is going on? You know, and a couple of people start getting shot, and that's some of them hoods, you know, start getting bust on. You know what I'm saying? Out in wearing powder blue. So they was like, oh hell no, we ain't wearing that no more. And that's how I start breaking down. You know what I'm saying? And to eventually one day we seen him and he was like, man, that powder blue is rough, man. I was like, nigga, we told you, nigga, you just can't push NC like that. That's not that. This is what that means. But he battled with us, man, for a minute. You know, that was a superior battle. This dude got bread and he popular. You know what I'm saying? Females love him. You know what I'm saying? He was on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But I will be definitely doing that story, letting people know where the NC. You know what I'm saying? Breaking it down. I got a few more stories about it. You know what I'm saying? But I will be telling the story. I gotta get my hat. I don't even have an NC hat no more. I gotta buy one. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let people know about it. So D1 Smoke 90, he said, you know Big Cadillac. He is incarcerated in Oklahoma, been in over 15 years. I believe I know him from LA. He used to show me pictures of all the homies from LA when I was in there. Yes, Cadillac is in jail in Oklahoma. But riddle me this. He is not Big Cadillac. His attitude is Big Cadillac. But he is not Big Cadillac, the one who is in Oklahoma currently for in prison in Oklahoma for murder, that's been in there for the last 15, 20 years. That is not Big Cadillac. That is my friend Alfred. Little Cadillac, original. But in his mind, he is Big Cadillac. He is superior. He is the big one. And he would tell people, I am Big Cadillac. But he's not. He is not Big Cadillac. Big Cadillac is on the video with Pookie Twin discussing how the homie started. The other dude with the Cadillac is the big dude. Twin is the light skinned dude. That's Big Cadillac on there. But what people don't understand is that Little Cadillac will tell people he is Big Cadillac. And it's a funny story about that too, because they got into it behind that in Sacramento. Because Little Cadillac told him, said, nigga, I'm Big Cadillac. I'm taking I'm like, damn, that's a serious argument. Like, this dude been Big Cadillac 15 years or before you even became a 9-0. He was Big Cadillac. Now, since you been in the hood and you know you're doing whatever, you know what I'm saying, you're making it, Little Cadillac, woo woo. Everything is good. When you go to Sacramento, you are so hard and you get into it, you're doing so much that Cadillac finally called him and said, listen, you got everything you doing, stop saying that you Cadillac, like, nigga. Because that Cadillac was in Sacramento before he even got there, handling his business, Big Cadillac. And then Little Cadillac come out there with the shenanigans, and oh my God, they was outside fighting, I heard. It was hilarious. You feel me? Yeah, yeah. He probably told me he was Little Cadillac, but I just called the homie Big. Yeah, 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 please don't call him Little Cadillac, because when you call him Big Cadillac, it insinuates that head. He has a nice size head for his little body. You feel me? It can blow up. It can blow up big, man. Trust me. Because he would tell somebody, no, I am Big Cadillac. Like, all that shit you heard in the 70s, yes, that's me. I did all. Like, come on, why you do that? Because the Cadillac name, and you know what? That's one of the straightest names that they have, far as when it comes to snitching. Uh-oh. Man, stop talking about snitching in the night because it's bad. Because it's horrible when you start getting into these families and their names. You feel me? Now I did say somebody asked me. They asked me that they keep sending that to me too. They asked me. They said, when are you going to release the list of the top 10 snitches from 9-0? Now, believe it or not, I just talked to one. He called me. But I don't place him at the top. He's not at the top, but he is a snitch that is in the top thing for 9-0. Concerning 9-0, he in the top. And I asked him to come on the show. And he told me no, he don't want to come on the show, but I can respect it. But he said he did what he did for personal reasons and all that. So hey, it is what it is, but nonetheless, it is. But there are some devastating snitches from 9-0, man. I'm talking about some doozies. you got some real doozies from 9-0. Now, I won't give you number one snitch, but I'm going to give you number two snitch. Number two snitch, and you got some people under that, and you got some people over that. Number two snitch from 9-0, Baby Smokey. Terrible at what he is, man. You feel me? It's fascinating, at how many times that this guy has told. Now, number one told less than Baby Smokey, but got some doozies in when he told it. And it's all part of the sickness. See, that's cancer. When you snitch like that, that's your cancer. That's cancer. That's like having cancer. And the way to treat that is to go about your life and live a different life and raise your kids, raise your family, do all that. But these dudes refuse to do that. All they did was just come back around and round and round and round and round like nothing ever happened. But yeah, I would place him at number two. Number three is devastating, and number one is devastating. So I may just give you one, you feel me, periodically. You know what I'm saying? Next show. Like next show, I might give you the number 7 snitch. You know what I'm saying? Still dramatic. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, and all those dudes suffer from GAMD, just like myself. You feel me? Because I'm working on my sickness. I cannot lie. I refuse to tell a lie. You can get this book. This is the baseball book. You can get this at drcrip.com. $99.99 500 pages of pictures, pure, nothing but pictures. That's all it is. It's nothing but pictures. You feel me? It's just all pictures, beautifully crafted. I'm thinking about making this a hardback too. I think I'm gonna make this a hardback. I think I'm gonna do hardbacks, make some hardback editions. But this is you get this and you put this on your mantle. You feel me? And you really don't let people look at this, unless y'all talking about something. But you want the kids in there, man. You feel me? You want the kids in there. You feel me? See, look at this, man. Look. See, this is how we used to do it at the baseball. See that? See grandma out there? See her out there with the baby? Can you see that? See her out there with the baby? Now, see, this is when you know you at a safe event and it's a bunch of Crips out here. So that's what that is. You feel me? And of course, where you from, homie? Available on Amazon and Walmart. Yep, Walmart. They gave me a green light. I'm gonna put some t-shirts up there too. You feel me? So go there, go to Walmart, go to Amazon. You can get that. So yeah, man. I just wanted to take time. I went over the limit. Thank you, D1 Smoke. I appreciate you coming in, man, tapping in. You feel me? I get a lot of messages on my phone too. I'm gonna talk about all that stuff later. You know what I'm saying? The questions that they asked me. People, I see texts coming in my phone or whatever. People asking me about the riots and other stuff at Jesse Owens Park. Yeah, but hey, man, listen, I thank everybody for coming in, tapping in with me, hanging out for a second. This is Dr. Crip. You know what I'm saying? Check me out on YouTube, all platforms. Um, check out the book, available at Walmart. And we coming with the short stories too. We got the short stories. The short stories is for educational purpose, so homies can read, and they don't have to spend all day getting a good story, trying to read a book, stuff like that. Yep, you stay up. The One Smoke 90. I appreciate it, man. Everything. It's all good, brother. Tell Cadillac I said what's up. And I'm gonna start. A lot of people want to. I got homies calling me from the pen too that want to chime in when I get on live. They want to call in from the pen. So I give you my numbers 213-926-7722. I answer my phone now, so everybody that's mad at me, if you want to call me, I'll talk to you now. It'll just probably be on the show. Because that's just what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? Send me a message and I'll holler back. But this is Dr. Crip, man. Thanks everybody for coming out, man, hanging out with me for a minute, And like I said, we will be talking about the NC hat. Next show I'll do, I don't know if it's going to be pre-recorded or I'm going to go live, but it's going to be one of them. And we're going to talk about the birth of the NC hat for 9-0 that the homie Harm Shakur, Big Hype, you feel me? Brought into existence, So this is Dr. Crip, man. Thank you.